And we jump into Boom versus MLG on Mountain Express. From Boom's side, we have Zorn, Steelon the Old, RT, and Stroid. From MLG's side, we have Zoltan, Reiners, Ammon, Boss, and Zipix. Zorn is playing Tony, Steelon is on his Ninja, Old is playing Asta actually. Oh yeah, because Doc was banned. And Stroid playing his Sarge. Zoltan on Cogwheel, Reiners on Sweet Science, Ammon playing his Asta main, Boss playing Nigel. I don't know if Nigel's his main though, but I'm pretty sure it is because yeah, I think Nigel's his main, and Zipix playing Vander. It is actually interesting because no teams. Oh well, Boom. Okay, I need to remember what. Okay, this is Boom. This is MLG. Okay, I have it memorized now. Boom went for Ninja, but for some reason MLG did not go for Ninja. Because, well, I suppose the only person on their team that could defend, well, Zoltan could defend as Vander, I suppose, but I think they opted him to go for Cogwheel. Basically, what I'm saying is somebody could have went Ninja, but I think Boss is more confident in himself playing Nigel than he is Ninja. So that's why he went Nigel. I'm not sure though. These are all just speculations. Haven't seen Old play Asta in the league yet. I think this is his first game as Asta. We'll see how he'll perform. And Artie over here is doing the back cut by himself. This will take a while for him to do, but the right side is already done. Let's jump over to MLG and see what they did. They already did their back cut completely, and now they're just finishing up the base preparation. The cube is completely covered in, and I think they will continue on to make HP, Teslas, and so on. So while we have 2 more minutes left of build of the build time. Oh, Boom did the little cut over here up top. That's probably the only thing I can say about them. And they just continue preparing. Both teams are preparing. While they're preparing, I'll take another bite out of my apple. Yeah, I just alt-tabbed and saw the Kappa Row MLG have 1 radar. Well, I hope that they'll have time to place enough radars. They do have 2 minutes left, though. Approximately 2 minutes. Reiners is already placing a second radar. And well, this radar can be noticed right away. I think it'd be better if he would have made the radar like right here on the edge, and then just bricked it off, so it'd be harder to notice that that a brick is out of place. Wait, did I notice somebody over here? Are Boom gonna attack from over here? It seems as if they are. I don't know though for sure. We'll see. MLG already have 6 radars, which is nice. But counting that they only have 1 minute left, these radars are not very. More radars would have been better, is what I'm saying basically. Now they have 7 radars. I think that Zoltan did not take any part in placing the radars because he wanted to go for. Okay, let me mute Discord there for a second. Okay. Let me mute all the Discord channels for a second now. I'll mute the other ones if they'll be in my way though. Boom have a lot more and have better radar placement than MLG. I'll say that right away. It means that Boom can go for a radar for respawn pads, and all that aside, because the match is starting right now, the shields fall, and we have MLG boosting right away. both members of Boom getting pulled right off the bat and already catching the snipe to the face, though MLG are in a full-out attack. Zoltan is spamming the enemy, and he brings the Vander very low, and the Riders pulls Stelon, but the I forgot what they're called. Mortars are coming in. They do a lot of damage, but Boom are safe. But meanwhile, Boss snipes the ult somewhere, and members of Artie kill somebody off, I think. And Artie is gonna start pounding in. He can kill Boss here if Boss is not careful. Boss runs away and hides at the HP, and he is safe. Zoltan meanwhile taking Artie out. Strode goes in for something, but he gets sniped by Boss, and Strode is very low. He's gonna try to run away, but he can't. He gets hit by Zoltan's mortar. By Zoltan's cannon, yeah, that's it. Really see that MLG's base is opened up from the front a bit, but Zipix is already closing in. Old is less than half HP, and he's going in for an attack or something. I think he'll be killed off right there, unless he runs back. Ammon, though, Ammon should have been more, Ammon didn't notice that Old was low, and I think Old will survive now. Artie is going to come in and try to pull Reiners, but he can't hit that pull on Reiners. And we have Stealing here, trying to kill Ammon. Keeps missing shots, but he finishes him off in the end. Meanwhile, more mortars coming in. More mortars pounding away at Boom's base. Zipix here in the middle, making HP for his teammates, and Boss is going to be up there trying to snipe the enemy. He hits Stelon though, and Stelon is going to run away and heal now. Old and Artie come in. They were not boosted, but it doesn't matter. Old falls off the edge because Zoltan is melting him, and Zoltan gets pulled off the edge by Artie. And Artie, Zipix and Ammon, you have to be careful because you can both get pulled off by Artie. Artie, though, cannot succeed in pulling somebody off. He sees Zoltan, though, and he will try to pull him. Will he? Will he? Will he? I think he will die, or will he just run back? He's going to try to do something. He's going to try to do something. No, he can't really do anything. Zoltan, wait. Oh. Zoltan somehow getting pulled, but holding his position, and he killed Artie. We have over here Zoltan less than half HP. He grabbed HP block. Grabbed the HP basically, and he ran in and almost opened the cube. Almost got some damage, but not quite. Meanwhile, we have Strode and Old going in here for an attack. Boss trying to hit some snipes, and all of this, the whole front thingy up here gets cut down. Everything falls down, but the cage gets dropped by Zipix. Artie is very low, and Reiners can finish him off. Old is below also, and I think Ammon will finish him. But Old, meanwhile, finishes Boss somewhere. So the death of Ammon was not completely for nothing. MLG going in for an attack now, and they have a lot of HP though. Cage gets dropped by the Vander, and it will help in taking him out. Reiners is very low. Strode gets taken out, and Boom fended off this attack. Meanwhile, actually, Boss managed to snipe Artie from across the map. Strode here in the middle, trying to do something. Old also, both of them spamming. Zipix takes out Strode with his grenades, and we will have Old continuing to spam, jumping around in the middle of MLG's base here, trying to do something. Artie over here, trying to hit some pools. Zipix over here uses his cage on the Old, and he finishes him off with his regular fire thing, or whatever it's called. Zoltan already falling in the base, already doing damage. Reiner's doing some damage too, not much though. And Ammon will go in now. Ammon can get some damage off, because not much, because he is very low HP. Boss continuing to try to snipe and do something. I could say the MLG are have an advantage now just because they have Cogwheel, because the Cogwheel's mortars really taking out this base from the roof, opening the base up, opening the roof, making it easier for MLG to go in and go in for that suicide damage. And a 3-man MLG attack going in right now. Reiners falls off the edge, but we have Zoltan going straight in for damage right away. Ammon places a beacon, and he's going to go down. He drops into the cage. He's going to try to do some damage too, which he will successfully do. Stelon kills Reiners somewhere. Meanwhile, we have the attack of Boom going in. Artie is very low HP. Artie gets hit by Tiki, and Boss missing his snipes. Artie could have killed Boss right there if he would have been more aware of the situation. Old drops a beacon and spams it. Zoltan is going to start melting Old with his minigun, and Old gets taken out by Zipix though. the beacon gets broken, and Zippix uses his cage. Earlier. Steelon though comes in and gets the supply drop, I'm sure. No, actually, Ammon got the supply drop. Yeah, Ammon got the supply drop. Zoltan over here getting pulled by Artie. Zoltan's gonna block himself, cover himself with crates, so it'll be easier so Artie can pull him so easily. Ammon coming in for more spam. Ammon continuing to spam. He's gonna start ground pounding, trying to shoot something. He's very low and he gets killed. Did I hear something over here? Yeah, I heard Strode. Strode coming in on the front of MLG's base. Boss over here. Wait, why is Strode not getting hit by Tikis? Oh yeah, well now he gets hit by a Tiki, just jumping around so freely in the base. Artie runs in though, and he's going to try to do some damage to Boss. Boss is very low, and Boss gets finished off actually. Old and Artie over here in MLG's base wreaking havoc. Zoltan though jumps in, he's going to start hitting Artie with his cannon, and Artie gets killed. Meanwhile is continuing to his spam. He gets pulled, and he's going to try to run off, but he gets hit by a Tiki, and he has to be careful. It doesn't matter. Ammon takes him out, actually. Nothing much going on right now. Both teams rivaling for a position in middle. Ammon is going to try to make some HP, or does he already have HP right there? No, he's looking for a spot where he'll make HP, which he does. What do we have up here? It's Ammon? Yeah, Ammon brought Steelon to very low HP, and Steelon had to use his ability to get out. Steelon though knows that Old is low, and he's going to try to run and finish him off. And he kills him with his katana. Artie over here trying to do something on MLG's base. Zippix though is very low. I think he got pulled by Artie, and Artie will fall off, getting pulled by Reiners. What's going on here? Oh, Strode went in for some cube damage, and he managed to even get a couple of hits off of it. Artie over here at very low HP, and Ammon sees him, and Ammon goes in for him and finishes him off. Reiners though running back from Boom's base, and Zoltan boosted runs in by himself. No, he's with Ammon. Ammon is going to go in from the roof, is going to try to spam, going to continue ground pounding. Mortars coming in, supply drop falling. I think Reiners will secure that. Yeah, Reiners gets it. Mortars coming in. Mortars taking out the roof of of Boom. And I think somebody will fix it. No, Old, Strode, and Artie get boosted. Boost themselves and run in for an attack. But to get hit by this Tiki, that's actually a very well placed Tiki. Because Strode gets hit by it, and he gets taken out by the cage. Actually by Reiners. And we have somebody going in for rush damage. Artie and Old going in for damage, but both of them get taken out. Old getting sniped and Artie getting killed by Ammon's saucers. Now we have a 3-man boosted attack, not completely 3-man boosted, but an attack from MLG, Reiner, Zoltan, and Old going in for damage. Ammon getting taken out right away by the cage, and Zoltan almost dead. Zoltan dies. Reiner's also died before Zoltan, but not before they managed to get another good amount of damage on the base. Boss continuing his snipes. And what do we have here? We have Boom coming in from an attack. Boss gets pulled, and Boss actually gets pulled off. Boss can be finished off. Artie knows this, and he kills Artie. But Old is low. Ammon finishes. Actually, Zippix finishes most of his enemies with his Tesla towers. Artie though here at full HP, and he will get out a bit of damage or what? Why didn't you just go for damage? He decided to try to break a Tiki or something. I don't know for sure though. But Boom's attack is quenched, and now MLG boost again. Reiners, Ammon, and Zoltan coming in for an attack. Zoltan spamming. Reiners going in from the roof, trying to break in, trying to go for damage right away. Ammon gets taken out right away, and Cage gets used again. But Reiners and Zoltan are doing more and more damage, cage or no cage. Mortar's coming in here. But Boom will fix their defenses, cover the cube again. Boom attacking again. Spamming, placing gravity wells and everything. Boss has to be careful because he can get killed here if he is not careful though. Old hitting a couple of saucers on him, actually one saucer only. And Boom kind of run back to middle, not going in for an attack right away. Old kills himself with his saucers, and Steelin is going to hit a couple of shurikens on Ammon though. Zoltan runs in and he's going to try to do some damage to Steelin, but not before Steelin runs back to his base. Reiners goes in for damage. He's going in for solo damage actually. But no, actually, he opened the cube for his two teammates, Zoltan and Ammon, and both of them get taken out. The cage actually there, not doing any damage to them because they were in the middle of the cage, but still, anyways, they do a bit of damage. And now, Boom, Boost together, Strode and Old going in for an attack, spamming the enemy base. Most of the cube is open a bit. Zipix presses F because he gets scared, and actually, Zipix has to be careful because Strode can hit one bazooka on him and kill him though. Reiner is pulling Strode in, boss sniping Old, and already actually pulling Reiners off, but Reiners is not so easy to kill. Reiners will just dash himself back to safety, and we are kind of a stalemate now. No, actually, Ammon, Zoltan, and Reiners are boosting in for an attack. Zoltan spamming from the front. Reiners going in for damage right away. Ammon is going to continue spamming, but Reiners gets taken out right away. Zoltan, though, down there, getting pulled by Artie. He can't quite get to the base and get some damage off. But Ammon is getting a lot of damage, though. And Cage again, trying to help them out, trying to kill them, but they're just getting more and more damage with each rush. MLG are getting damage with each rush. Boom or not. Artie going in, uses F ability on all the enemy structures, turning them off. He's gonna take out some structures though, but the cage is there, inhibiting himself from moving. Strode makes a C4 on the base, and he's gonna try to run back and do something. Shooting at boss though, but to no avail. He gets taken out, and even that C4 gets taken out. So that rush of MLG, Boom, completely doing nothing. MLG are going to go for another rush now, and I think we can safely say this is first base for MLG. The cube is completely open. Yeah, they just go in and finish it off. Ammon even going for second, but second is prepared a bit. Ammon hiding behind the turrets, behind the Tesla coils actually, but he gets taken out by them. But not before Ammon manages to do a hefty amount of, decent amount of damage to the second base. And MLG are in an advantage right now. Reiner's up here, already going for spawns. Artie over here is going to make an interesting spawn though. Yep, I knew it. Artie over there making a spawn for his teammates to attack from. Stealing up here, getting assaulted by both Reiners and Ammon. And he's just going to run back to his base. No, he actually sees Cogwheel, and he tries to go for Cogwheel, though. Zoltan down here, continuing to mine or something. And Steelin can't quite get to him or do anything to him. Zorn dropping his cage, and he kills Reiners with it, and Steelin takes Ammon out somewhere, too. Steelin knows that there's Zoltan underneath his base somewhere, but digging from there is a bad idea. Zoltan goes in, drops his mortars. He's seen by the radar actually, and he climbs up and he's gonna try to open the cube, trying to do some damage, but he's getting melted by by Old's PPP, and he's taken out. Strode up here, closing the roof, and we already have 15 BB dropping. 15 BB dropping in middle. And let's see what happens here. Are MLG gonna ignore this? Yeah, I think MLG actually ignored this, the BB, and will just go in for damage. Trying to go in for an attack. The problem is, Strode, Steelon, and Old are defending over here. Ammon is very low. Reiners is high HP, and he gets a pull on Old, almost kills him, but Old runs off to his base. Strode now melting Reiners with his M60. Not exactly melting, but still doing some damage. And Strode has to be careful here, because Reiners can't pull him off. We're Strode. Strode actually kills Reiners, but gets pulled off himself. Zoltan over here in the middle, trying to do something with the 15 BB, but both Artie and Steelon will take him out fairly easily. Boss over here, but though trying to do some snipes or something. What is Boss doing on his enemy's base? I have no idea. But Mortar's coming in also, and Old gets sniped midair, and Old is very low. He just needs to get finished off by Ammon. Ammon can't quite do anything to him. Reiners pulls Steelon. Steelon falls off somewhere. Will Artie go cube damage or something? Boss snipes Strode somewhere. And Old and Artie coming back to HP to heal there. Nobody has touched the BB yet. Ammon is going to go and spam the enemy's position where he knows that they have HP. Reiner is down there in a very precarious position. Interesting though. Artie comes in here, and actually Zoltan's team, I think it was Zoltan, I don't know who it was though. MLG get the 15 BB, but Artie takes out Zoltan, and Zipix uses his cage right away, and Artie will already be able to finish him off. Yeah, actually Strode finishes off Zipix, but Zipix kills Artie with his cage. And now we have Strode here attacking against Boss though. Boss is very low, and if Boss gets finished off here by one bazooka, this could be a lot of damage for Strode. But Boss is gonna play very safe. Gonna go behind his cube. He's gonna do some fixing. And where's Strode? And Strode just runs back to his base to heal. Ammon and Strode engage in some sort of PvP though. Strode's trying to hit some bazookas on Ammon. Ammon is just gonna run away, spamming the position behind him or spamming at traps. Spamming the traps, taking him out. He's gonna place beacons right now. Ceylon though sees him there, and he's gonna go in for Ammon right away. He hits 2 katana shots on Ammon, and he's gonna try to finish him off. Can he hit another shot? Can he hit one shuriken on Ammon though? Ammon Steelon is very low, then Steelon has to be careful because Ammon with those very actually Steelon finishes him off with his bear trap. But not before 2 beacons bore in, destroying much of Boom's roof. Strode getting hit by one bear trap placed there and finished off by Boss's snipe. Do MLG still have this spawn? Yeah, they actually still have the spawn. Boss knows Artie is there, and Artie tries to pull Boss, but Boss is careful. But there is Old coming in, and Boss actually snipes Old midair, but I think Boss is finished off now. Boss is dead, and that means that one defender, at least, for MLG is dead, but there's Zoltan defending. Actually, Zipix is very low. Zipix, you gotta be careful there. Old getting hit by Tiki and finished off by Zoltan's mortar. By Zoltan's cannon, actually. Somewhere Steelon kills himself. I think a big bomb was placed right here, and I have no idea what happened actually. Zorn over here fixing his base, trying to cover it up with walls and stuff. Showed over here in an attacking position. Zipix sees him there and will try to go in for him, trying to hit Strode with his shots. He hits 2, he hits 3, and can he finish him off? Wait, actually Strode finishes Zipix off with his mines, and Strode even kills Boss. 2 defenders are dead for MLG, and Old and Strode will go in for damage, but the problem is Strode is very low. Reiners knows this and comes in to help his teammates, to help his base actually, to defend it from Boom's attackers. Old is going to continue trying to do some spamming. He opens up the roof and he will go for damage now. He's getting hit by those Tikis, he's getting damage, and he managed to get a bit of damage on MLG's base. Artie and Reiners here fighting one another, but Artie has Strode to help him out, and Reiners is dead. Artie trying to play some kind of Yeah, already trying to place a radar to take out his enemy's radar that he knows is there. Meanwhile, we have Old chasing Boss though. Boss is very low and can. Oh no! Ammon's well placed traps right there to finish the Old off as he tries to finish off Boss. Reiner's here finding a death spawn in. No, actually, Strode finding a death spawn, and Reiner's going in and killing him while Strode was trying to take out MLG's defense spawn. MLG climb up on this little section here to unprep it from all the structures that the enemies have placed, radars and stuff. And Zipix makes HP for Boss in this position, meaning that Boss can try to do some snipes though, but for to tell the truth, I don't think there are a lot of good spots to snipe though. Meanwhile, somebody spawns from behind. Where's, oh yeah, Strode spawns from behind. Do they actually have a spawn here somewhere? Boss knows that Strode came somewhere from here, and he finds the respawn pad, and very smartly he will leave it for Zipix to take it out, so Zipix can get the bricks. Old here getting assaulted by Zipix, Zipix even using his cage, but Old just runs off, and Zipix wasted his cage there. Meanwhile, already 4 minutes till the BB is already starting to prepare it, and we even have a follower. Silent Mike, thanks for following. What's going on over here? Boom continuing to try to prepare this base, and Reiners gets pulled off, but both of them dash back up to safety. Reiners trying to pull Zorn off, and just a pulling contest going on over here. Zipix is going to spam the enemy's BB spot with his grenades, taking out the front of it, and already gets sniped by Boss actually. And Reiners knows that there's only Zorn here, and he will try to go in for him. No, he decides to place a gravity well and maybe unprep it from the enemy's HP spots, HPs they have placed. Zoltan over here going in from the side, and Steelan is already on his ass. Steelan knows that he is there, but Zoltan is getting killed by both Zorn and Steelan, and they kind of let off of him. But Zorn, you have to be careful there, because Steelan hits two nice cannon shots on him and takes him out, giving the HP and Gillis shield, but Old finishes him off. And Mortar's coming in, getting Strode to half HP, and even finishing Strode off with two mortars. Good old aimbot mortars, both hitting Strode and taking him out. Some kind of, what's going on here? No, Reiners survives though. Some kind of pulling toss contest going on over here in the middle, and Artie actually accidentally falls down into this lava right here. Where's his HP? Right there is his HP. We can see both teams fighting for this BB spot. Why exactly this BB spot? I don't know, but that's usually what happens in the games. Boss making a platform for himself from where he can climb up and snipe the enemy. He's going to continue to try to hit shots on them, but the MLG actually have advanced on this BB spot. And we'll start trying to prepare it. Ammon spamming his enemy's positions from it. Spamming the enemy's HP, and the HPs are actually a half HP. The HPs are half HP, yeah. Wait, is Zoltan underneath somewhere? Zoltan somehow using his ability, using his mortars, and takes out their HP. And the BB, though how hard they prep this BB, the BB is not going to fall here. No, actually, the BB is going to fall there. What? Yeah. So I suppose both teams were right to prepare it because BB is falling. BB is falling here right now. A beacon gets placed and is going to bore through that little roof made out of granite, and we can see that there's not much left of this BB spot. Zorn going in, taking out enemies' HP, and is going to make HP for himself, or will he? Strode getting sniped by Boss. Both boom members. Zorn, be careful. Zorn is very low HP. He crouches into the mud, but Ammon knows that he's here, and Ammon is going to chase him, and Ammon finishes Zorn off. There will be no Vander for this BB, and no cage for Boom on this BB either. Amma though is very low, and Amma will try to run away. And what do we see here? We see MLG going in for a fast break. Steelon though, Zipix drops his cage. Steelon gets finished off by the cage. Who gets the BB? Strowwood manages to steal the BB from MLG, and Artie and Strowwood go in to attack right away. But this is a 25 BB, and Artie is very low HP. I doubt they'll be able to do a lot. Though Strowwood though knows he has his boosted damage, and he tries to finish Ammon off, but Ammon finishes Boss finishes Strowwood off, and Artie, he has the BB, will try to run back and heal though. Franners, you have to be careful though, because Artie does have the BB, does have the cage, does have the increased damage, but Zorn will come in here to help his teammates. Ammon here getting killed by Steelon though. Reiner's, Steelon, be careful, Steelon have to be careful, because Reiner's almost finishes Steelon off. He falls down to the base, he gets killed, Ammon gets killed, and who's alive for that? No, actually all of MLG's attack is dead now. Except for Old somewhere, I think. No, actually Old is Booms. I keep confusing them. Artie going in for some damage now. Cage getting dropped by Zivix, but the thing is that Cage does not hit him. Artie can go in for more damage. Old drops right down onto the cage. Oh, not onto the cage. Wait, what's going on? Artie manages to block himself in. Artie actually manages to block himself in, and he still had that BB, which means he got off a lot of damage on his enemy's first cube, and MLG almost losing their first cube there. Artie managing to block himself in and take out a lot of damage. Deal a lot of damage, actually. Ammon over here finding Boom's defense spawn and hitting some PPP shots on Strowwood. Strowwood though is very confused. He cannot find a comfortable position from where he can hit Ammon with his bazooka, and he gets pulled by Rhinos, but he hides himself behind the wall and he cannot be finished up. Old here trying to hit shots on Ammon, trying to finish him off though. All those shots missing. Old though will go in after him, and Ammon survives. Or will he? Ammon actually knows that he's probably dead. I don't know if that was if Ammon wanted to finish him off, but anyways, he dies to lava. Boom over here continuing to prepare this BB, covering the platform, covering the lava spots completely, knowing that they can do a lot of damage to Azor and kill Zoltan somewhere on the defense. But Zoltan actually manages to use his mortars again, but Boom did have their base cover, and most of those mortars just went into the base, went to the roof actually. Strowwood getting sniped right there. Strowwood, you have to be careful. So you have to be careful when you're hiding beside your own mine. That's why I despise mines, because they're just so unpredictable. The enemy can always hit them and take you out. That's the kind of thing with mines. But that's realistic, I suppose, because a mine is supposed to damage everything around them, right? MLG come in here to take over these BB spots. And Old boosting himself, trying to go in for something. Boss ignores him, or what? And Zoltan actually gets pulled off at Artie. Well played from Artie pulling him off, but Boss manages to snipe Artie. And both of them were dead. Strowwood coming in here, Strowwood trying to hit some shots on Ammon. He's hitting shots on Ammon though, and Ammon has to be careful, but he is not... Oh no, actually no, Rhinos actually survives there. I'm interested to think, is Reiner's using the perk that increases his dash reload instead of the pool reload? Because I see him falling off constantly, but he still manages to pull himself, to dash himself up. Steelon running in and finishing Boss though, actually in a very aggressive position. He has his killer shield, and he just decides to use the safe route and get out of there with his ultimate. Ammon spamming the BB spot. Reiners flies in and tries to get a pull off. He won't be quite successful at doing that. Reiners tries to pull Artie, or what happens? And Artie manages to collect that BB. Zipix, though, dropping his cage and killing Old off with his grenades. Artie, a bit of a lag there, and he's just running around trying to escape MLG's members. But I think they will finish him off, though. Steelon, though, sees Zipix, and Steelon just runs in and takes Zipix out. He has his killer shield now, which means he'll try to go in for Reiners, but he loses killer shield, and he takes a lot of damage. If he gets stun locked right now by Resultant's Cannon, this could be death to Steelon. But he does manage to run away. Reiners and Zoltan going in for an attack right now. Zorn getting pulled right now by Reiners, and Zorn will use his cage, but the thing is, Reiners is going to chase him, Reiners is going to chase him, Zorn camping his HP, trying to hit something. Reiners is very lost right now, and he gets finished off by Zorn. But Mortar's coming in, and Steelon knowing that, and using his ability to get out of there, safely knowing that those Mortars can't finish him off, though I doubt the Mortars were coming for him. Zoltan over here in some kind of a tunneling position, hitting shots on the Old and almost finishing him off, but Old has help from his teammates. Actually, Old kills Zoltan by himself. Already pulling Boss off, but not into the lava. Steelon sees that and will try to run in, and Boss is dead to Steelon's poison. Steelon's bleeding, actually. Artie, though, not Artie. Ammon, though, trying to hit some PvP, trying to hit some shots on Steelon with his PvP. Steelon runs off safely. Reiner's flying in, trying to go in for a pool, misses both. He needs to reload his Graviton stance and his other stances. And will he go in for damage, or will he go in for pools? Wow! Reiner's going in with a very good pool, pulling off Strode and Zorn. Reiner's hitting a very impressive pool there, pulling off Zorn and Strode, killing two members of Boom, which means the MLG can safely advance on this BB and continue preparing it. Steelon goes in for that supply drop, but the thing is, there are three members of MLG there, and you have to be careful. They could have went for attack if Reiners would have pulled Zorn off a bit earlier, but Zorn is already revived, and runs off into the lava or something. I don't know. Boss using his spot prey ability on the enemy's base, trying to see something, but I doubt he does. And meanwhile, actually, what do we have over here? Someone going for attack, already going for attack with Strode, and they managed to almost finish this cube off. That is a good idea. But the thing is, what if you guys don't finish this cube off? What if Boom don't get this cube, but leave it like that, don't finish it, get the BB, and the thing is, it's very easy to finish it off because it's one hit. But the good thing for them is that second isn't prepared at all. But if they finish it off right now, second will be very prepared. And it will make them harder to go in with that BB. But that's just speculation, and Zipix actually, and Boss going in to prepare it, knowing that the first can be taken out easily by another rush. Reiner is pulling Old onto Ammon's bear traps, killing him that way. And what do we have here? We have the BB falling again in the same position. Already managed to pull Zipix off, but Zipix managed to use his cage, though. His death was not completely used, but that cage doesn't do a lot. RT, Zorn, and Steelon going back to HP to heal there. And Zipix is dead for this BB, but I think, yeah, Zipix will spawn for this BB, and I think he will have cage for it also. MLG have this BB prepared, and while Strode goes in for the cube, and he finishes off. Reiners, though, that means the Reiners will not be on the BB. And what do we have here? Both teams going back to their HPs to heal there, actually. Already getting hit mid-air by that saucer and getting knocked back. Tries to hit a pull on Zoltan, but Zoltan hiding himself, and Zoltan just going in for damage. Zoltan continuing to damage that cube. He drops his mortars, actually, and he kills himself with the mortars, but not before he brings the BB to half HP. Zorn is gonna take out, and actually Boom run in here, and Boom managed to take the BB. Boom successfully grabbed this BB, and will go in for an attack right now. Steelon and Old continuing to go in. Steelon is going to try to do something. Steelon will try to kill Barbie, but he gets Barbie Boss, but he gets hit by that Tiki, which makes it very hard for him to do that. Old at very low HP. Steelon also very low, but the thing is, the 35 BB stays after death, which could probably mean a second cube for Boom. We will see though. Yeah, Reinders finishes Old off somewhere, and Strode killing himself. Wait, how did Strode die? Strode had to be B, but I think he fell off into lava or somewhere. And actually, no, they still have to be B, and they will go in for damage. Steelon and Artie dropping in on the cube right now. Both of them getting some damage off, but Steelon tried to use his ability to get out, but that's the thing with Ninja's ability. It works so weirdly, like you press it before you die. You press it before you're dead, but you always die anyways. And that's the thing with Ninja. The thing I was thinking is, I'll say my thoughts later on because we have the game continuing over here. Old Ammon here trying to do something. He hit midair by Old Saucer. Ammon's gonna continue spamming. Zoltan coming in also. Zoltan falling down and losing half of his HP, and Zorn has to be careful because Zorn can be killed right now, but Steelon will go in, and will Steelon finish off Zoltan? Actually, Zoltan digging, Zoltan dropping his mortars. Will the mortars be able to do anything? No, they can't, and Steelon killing the Zoltan off somewhere. Ammon kills Artie, and Steelon kills Reiners, and the only person alive is Ammon, but he survives that. What I was saying is, what do you guys think about adding this thing to Ninja to that if you press your F, you become invulnerable, and then you can become invulnerable for like 2 seconds. No, actually, that'd be very abusable because you could cover your own shrine and then just run into the enemy's base, press your F, and become invulnerable for 2 seconds, and then just do damage for 2 seconds. Yeah, that actually could be abused that way. That's a bad idea. But I was thinking for a way to counter the fact where a lot of ninjas use their F before they die, but they do not shrine out, and they die, even though they press it before they do die. And back to the game though, the 40 BB will drop in 2 minutes. And the Reiner is trying to block himself in. He gets pulled by Artie though, and he gets double pulled. But Reiners cannot actually dash himself out of that situation, and Artie pulls Reiners off into the lava. Both BBs have fallen on this position. No BBs have fallen over here or in middle. Steelon on the BB making bear traps. And we have Boom preparing the middle BB spot. And what do we have here? Wow, the BB actually falling all the way in middle. And Artie sees this and already starts making a BB bridge. Old is very low, and he will run back to his base though. Actually, what's going on over here? Steelon? Both Ammon and Zipix trying to kill Steelon, but they can't quite do that. Steelon uses F ability, and anyways, Artie actually kills himself to falling damage. No, somebody else died to falling damage. Anyways, I'm getting a bit confused here now, but 40 BB, possibly the game deciding BB, and Steelon over here will try to go in the back lines. We'll try to take boss off, But what HP is Boss? Boss is at half HP. He runs over to HP and he starts camping it, and he will heal though. The BB falls. Do we have anybody going in for a fast break? No, nobody goes in for a fast break. Steelon though sees that Zoltan will try to go in for damage. Steelon has to run away because Zoltan can't hit those cannon shots on him, and Zoltan just starts breaking the BB right away. Both Reiners and Zoltan get underneath the BB. You have to be careful though. What's going here? Will Boom be able to get on the BB? Who gets the BB? The BB is very low. Both Zoltan and Ammon are underneath the BB, and they actually managed to take it. MLG get the 40 BB. And Zippix takes out Zorn and Old. And Artie over here getting killed by Zippix also. Zippix didn't even use his ultimate right there. Zippix almost getting a triple kill. Will he be able to get a triple kill? That doesn't matter because actually what's over here, Ammon going in for damage with a 40 BB, but he gets taken out by Steelon. Zorn, when Zorn revives, he needs to charge all his Tesla coils again. Will MLG go in for an attack together with that 40 BB? They should. Zoltan, no, actually Reiners with the BB. Running in, dealing a lot of damage to that cube. He gets pulled, but he still manages to get some damage on. Guys, why do you not attack together? Should attack together. Zoltan should have waited for Reiners right there. Zoltan falling off though, and will he go in? He gets pulled though. He still manages to deal damage to that cage, and Boss will even run in, try to do some damage, and he gets killed also. Ammon though coming in and finishing off second cube. He will run back. Yeah, Ammon kills himself. But what can we say? It's not GG. Even with the 40 BB, it's not GG. So 5 BB coming in 3 minutes. And boom. MLG actually winning boom by 2 bases. And what I want to say is that boom do not have a lot of time to prepare their third cube. They go in for the cut right away though. But Zoltan is already mining. Do they actually have a spawn right here? Not that I can see. But Zoltan is already mining, and he will go underneath his enemy's cube. And the thing is, they actually shouldn't. The boom actually shouldn't cut the roof off because there's a cogwheel against them, and cogwheel with the BB, if he uses his ultimate, he'll be able to do a lot of damage. He'll be able to really do a lot of damage to Boom's base. Steelon knows that Zoltan is digging around somewhere, and Zoltan even managed to make a respawn pad for his teammates from where they can attack. Places a radar. Reiner's coming in for something, trying to go in for an attack. Guys, you should be actually preparing for 45 BB. Reiner falls off the edge and will try to pull somebody off. He tries to pull Old, and Old actually gets pulled off, but he has his double jump to move himself to safety. Artie being doing this smart thing right now, going through the BBs to prepare them. He didn't quite finish the cut that Zippix was, or that Zorn was doing actually, and 45 BB falling in 2 minutes. Boom, fend off MLG's attack. Zippix over here though. Zippix and Artie in some kind of fight. Zippix runs back, but we have the BB falling again, and this time the BB is falling in mid again. Artie tries to make a BB bridge again. If Steelon would have helped him, that would have been way much better. But the thing is, these BB bridges are kind of useful. Like, why do you do that? And meanwhile, what do we have here? Zoltan going in for damage, though, and the Zorn cannot quite hit those attacks on him. What's going on here? Zoltan managing to do some damage to his enemy's base. It would have been wiser if he went for the BB, though. This Artie almost pulls Ammon off, but Ammon flies himself to safety. Reiner's closing himself in, taking out his enemy's respawn pad, and will he try to make a bomb here and cut off this BB bridge that MLG are making? Like, what is this BB bridge? Are you gonna follow through with it? Because you can't forget that there's Ammon to spam it, there's everybody to spam it, and Steelon goes in for the damage right away, but Ammon will start spamming the BB. Both Old and Ammon spamming the BB. Why are you spamming your own BB? The BB falls all the way down, and Artie will start pounding, and Steelon and Artie going in for the BB. Ammon coming in also. Steelon dies, and who grabs the BB? MLG actually managed to grab the BB. Ammon grabbing the BB there. And they will go in to finish this, to try to finish this. Shoad kills himself with his bazooka, and we already have Reiners coming in from the back right now, completely destroying everything, pounding at the base, and I think this is GG actually. Both Ammon and Reiners almost finishing this base off, yeah. GG. Boom took no, actually MLG took the 40 BB and won the game. Yeah, what can I say? What can I say? Boom versus MLG was like expected, was a BB game, and Boom grabbed. Let me remember. I think both teams got 2 BBs each, but MLG did get the. Yeah, I think that's the longest match. I think that's the longest match, 45 minutes. Boom managed to MLG managed to get the deciding BB, the 45 one, from which they just went in and and finished it off.